नमस्कार। आज मैं यूपीएससी सीएसएम जूलॉजी 2024 मेंस के 15 नंबर के सवाल क्लासिफाई हार्मोन्स एंड राइट नोट ऑन बायोसिंथेसिस ऑफ स्टेरॉयड हार्मोन्स डिस्कस करने वाली हूँ। Hormones are chemical messengers released from ductless endocrine gland into the blood streams. These travel to distant target tissue having specific receptors for the hormones and modulates growth, metabolism, reproduction in a organism. Hormones are variously classified based on their chemical nature and mechanism of action. Types of hormone based on their chemical properties. Lipophilic, that is lipid-soluble hormones. Hydrophilic, that is water-soluble hormone. Lipophilic hormones include steroid hormone, example aldosterone, cortisol, testosterone, or fatty acid-derived hormones like prostaglandin, leukotriene derived from arachidonic acid. Iodothyronine hormones, example triiodothyronine, tetraiodothyronine released from thyroid glands. Hydrophilic hormone includes that of peptide hormone, example is insulin and glucagon. Amino acid derived hormone, example adrenaline, synthesized from tyrosine amino acid. Types of hormone based on their mechanism of action. Hormones acting through plasma membrane bound receptor. These are hydrophilic hormones. Hormones acting through cytosolic receptor. These are hydrophobic or lipophilic hormones. Receptor acting hormones do generate the second messenger, which is basically involved in effector mechanism of the hormone. That is, it is involved in activation and deactivation of several kinds of the enzyme in a cascade of reaction. The effect of these plasma membrane bound receptor acting hormones are short-lived. These hormones can act either through G protein coupled receptor, example that of glucagon and adrenaline, or tyrosine kinase receptor, example includes that of insulin. The hormones acting through cytosolic receptors have long-term effect. That is, these can easily cross the plasma membrane and directly binds to the cytosolic receptor, and thus can also cross the nucleus and enters into can bind to the DNA and alter the gene expression. So that's why these have long-term effect. Coming on now to the process of steroid hormone biosynthesis. All steroid hormones are derived from 27-carbon cholesterol in a multi-step enzymatically catalyzed reaction in various compartments, that is mitochondria, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, or microsome in steroidogenic endocrine gland, that is adrenal cortex and gonads. The steps involved are: step 1, availability of cholesterol either from the dietary sources or de novo synthesis from acetyl-CoA through HMG coenzyme A pathway. Step 2, transport of cholesterol from outer mitochondrial membrane to inner mitochondrial membrane with the help of steroidogenic acute regulatory protein. Step 3, enzymatic cleavage of 27-carbon cholesterol to form pregnenolone in inner mitochondria. Step 4, the fate of pregnenolone to ultimate steroid hormone will depend on the nature of predetermined differential gene expression in steroidogenic cells of adrenal cortex and gonads. So, the thing that you need to remember here is the structure of cholesterol. You need to memorize the structure of pregnenolone. Now come on, pregnenolone has 21 carbon because the 27 the C27 up to that of C22 to C27 has been cleaved by the desmolase system in the inner mitochondria itself, and C20 has been oxidized to form a ketone group over there. So the name pregnenolone ends with ONE1. You also need to memorize the ultimate product of different steroidogenic tissue, that is in zona glomerulosa cells of adrenal cortex. The ultimate product is aldosterone, which is a mineralocorticoid. In zona fasciculata, the ultimate product is cortisol, which is the glucocorticoid. In zona reticularis as well as in gonads, the ultimate product is testosterone, which is a sex steroid. In case of testis, Leydig cells, it is testosterone. In case of ovary, The ultimate product is that of the estradiol. Coming on now. So the mineralocorticoid and glucocorticoid have same number of carbon, C21, and the testosterone has that of only 19 carbon. The estradiol has only 18 carbon. Now, how you can memorize all the structure and all the enzymatic path, all the enzymes involved, I will be discussing in the next class. Thank you so much for watching.